Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a Q&A today. I thought that'd be fun. I also have Chauncey with me, so if you hear his toys that make meows and barks, just ignore that. So we're just gonna dive right into it. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want. You don't have to, but you should. Okay, first one. If you could change your name, what would it be? I would change my name to Ireland because that's my middle name. So it's Allie Ireland. Well, it was Allie Ireland Ramirez. I've changed it since I've gotten married. But yes, I would change my name to Ireland. I still low-key disappointed my mom for picking Allie over Ireland, but it's fine. What is one time in your life you've seen God's hand in? That would have to be when Chauncey was born, when I was in labor. I'll try to make this a short story. I had a very hard pregnancy, very difficult. Chauncey was unexpected. We were not planning on having kids for a long time. And so with having a rough pregnancy, going into labor was very hard. During that whole time though, I know like why I got pregnant. I got pregnant because with everything that was happening, like my relationship with God, Preston's relationship with God, our faith it grew so much and it's never been stronger. So I know that's why we had him. So during my labor, something happened on the way out and he breathed in some bad stuff. And so when he came out, they put him on my chest for maybe like 5 seconds and he was bright purple. You okay? What are you doing? He was bright purple. He was not moving. He was totally limp. And they immediately took him over to the table in the corner. I was still laying down. Like, I was still, like, about to give birth, my placenta, all that. Like, I was still, like, in labor. And Preston was next to me. And as I was laying there, I could hear them. And I could hear a beep, which was a flatline beep, and that happened 3 times. And Preston saw it on the monitor. He read dead on the monitor 3 times. And I just remember during that time, like it's like 20 doctors rushed in, okay? So like chaos began. And I was dead silent that whole time. Like, I was literally just laying there in silence. Like, I didn't say anything. And then I finally, like, because I knew right as I started talking, I would start bawling my eyes out. So then I looked at my doctor and I was like, is he gonna be okay? And then I started crying. And my doctor was like, yeah, like, it's fine. Like, they're just trying to, like, get him some oxygen, get him breathing. And then I like panic set in, just like, oh my gosh, I've had a really hard pregnancy and now like, is my baby even gonna be okay? And I remembered a Bible study. Sorry, this is a really long explanation, but I feel like it needs a long story. I just remember the Bible study that we had been doing before, and now I know why we went to that Bible study was for that moment. And it's called respectable sins, and a sin that we do every day is we fear, and when we fear, we're not trusting God's plan. So I was fearing, and then it just kind of hit me, and I was like, I need to pray. And in my mind, I prayed, and I asked God for forgiveness for fearing, and just asked for peace. Just peace, that he's got it and that I'm just gonna sit back and just let him have it. And I have never felt the most overwhelming sensation of peace in my entire life. Like, it was so weird. Like, I literally was freaking out, and then I just, like, my whole body just like relaxed. and my mind just like, it all left my mind, and I just laid there and I was like, it's gonna be fine. They told us, he went to the NICU, they told us we would probably not go home with him. He ended up getting off oxygen that night, which they were very surprised, and we prayed, we asked God to have him be that baby that defeats the odds, and that's what happened. Oh goodness, you okay? And now he's here and he's perfect. So that was my long story of where I saw God's hand the most. How many kids do you want? I say 4. I definitely don't want 2, and I don't want 3 because 3, odd number, not about it. So we're gonna go with 4. What made you want to start vlogging? My goodness. It's been something I've wanted to do for a really long time, but I think I was just like, everyone's gonna judge me, which like, yes, people judge me, obviously. But I was like, you know, I'm gonna do it, and Preston was like, Allie, you got this, like, just do it, okay? Like, you're home, you are a stay-at-home mom, like, just do it, like, might as well. And then also, my friend Becca was the one that was like, you need to vlog. So, we're here now. What were other names you thought of besides Chauncey? Chauncey was actually the only name that we had for a boy. It was something that Preston thought of like when we first got married, and he heard it and he was like, hey, I think this is a really cool name. Like, if we ever have a boy, we should name him that. And so right as I found out I was pregnant, we were like, so like, it's Chauncey still like in the running? And it was, and we were really excited to find out that he was a boy because we kind of liked our girl name. It wasn't our favorite. So when we found out he was a boy, we were really excited because like, we love the name. Do you plan to teach dancing again at some point? Yes, I would love to. I would love to, but right now I really struggle with leaving at night. Because Preston works all day, and like, I want to put him to bed, so that time at night is so valuable to me. I don't like to make plans during the week at night because I just want to be home with my family. I want to have dinner and enjoy myself. I do miss it. I get in like, so I miss it and I don't miss it. I get in phases where like, I'll watch my old videos or something and I'm like, dang, like, there's like a hype, like a high that comes with teaching a class, and I do miss that. This is not really the question, but I'm gonna say it anyway. One thing that always drove me crazy when I was taking classes, like not like in my 20s when I started like taking classes in Richmond, but before that, because I've been dancing for like 10 years, I hated the classes. The classes were dull and boring, and it was like the teacher had never had an expression. There was no like excitement. Half the time they were just like, it was choreography obviously, but then like they would maybe play this song like 2 times and then like 10 more minutes of choreography. And to me, like, the hype that comes from a class is like the music. Like, I want the music blasting as much as possible. So it's just like the atmosphere of a dance class, like I want it to be like something that when I was teaching heels, girls would come in like really shy, like uncomfortable, like they came by themselves, they would stand in the back, but like the high I would get at the end of the class when they would just be like owning it and loving it, because it's like, I want to be like, yes, like, get it, you're so good. Anyway, so I do miss that because I love just seeing like people in my class, like by the end of it, be so in their comfort zone, and like from going from feeling uncomfortable to like killing it and being like in a group of 3 and just slaying. Anyway, that was really long, sorry. What's your go-to mom hair when you want to look put together but don't have time? This. A good old claw clip. Claw clip. That is like, I'm so glad that's back in style because I was doing low buns and my hair would just be a knotted mess when I would take it out. So, the good old claw clip. Another question was, how often does Preston get attacked by the geese? So we have two, Sean and Jules. He does not get attacked, which is really upsetting because I do, and I raised them. They're my babies, and for some reason, Sean hates me now. During mating season, I literally couldn't even walk outside. Like, I couldn't go in my own backyard because Sean would come, like, wings out for me. He would come for me and he would peck at me, get me. There was one time where I was trying to get them in the house at night and he like straight up like wings like flew, and he can't really fly, but like he like came like almost soaring at me, and I screamed and I ran, and when you run they really go after you. But no, not often. I think maybe he's gotten pecked a couple of times by Sean. Always Sean, never Jules. Especially if you go near Jules, like Sean will come at you. So, yeah. What was the best day so far this year? January 13th. Because you were born. No, I'm gonna pick the not obvious answer, okay? Like, obviously that was the best day, but I'm gonna pick another day because I feel like that's, you know, obvious. My second favorite day, honestly, any of the days after he was born when we were home, because we literally camped out in the basement. We slept downstairs in the basement on the couch for 4 nights. And we literally, like, it was like a cave. Like, we didn't leave. It was snowing. There was one day where it was snowing. I think that was, he came home Saturday, and it was Sunday. It snowed on Sunday. And we were doing a puzzle. We watched so many movies, and he was just a little newborn, cuddly, just sleeping, eating. That was one of the best days this year. Somebody said Kanye is the best, changed my mind. I cannot change your mind because he is the best. No, okay, if I had to say anything negative about Kanye West, first of all, he's insane. And second, I truly believe that he thinks that he is God and that he is going to rule over all. Oh God, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Oh no. Are you okay? It's okay. I'm right here. That's how I feel about Kanye West. If I had to say anything negative about him, he definitely thinks that he's God and that he is going to rule over the world one day. What does your husband do for work? Preston works in excavating, so pretty much construction. He does everything before and after a house, I guess in simple terms. Foundation work, digging foundations, clearing lots, and then like septic, installing septic tanks, septic maintenance. He also drives, he has a CDL, so he drives big trucks. And he was a mechanic before this, so he also works on all the big trucks. He's a very handy man. He has lots of skills, so he kind of uses them all at his job. What are the keys to becoming a hot, sexy cowboy like Preston? Let's call and ask him.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey.
Do you have a second?
Yeah.
What are keys to becoming a hot, sexy cowboy?
Are you recording me?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess, you know, make sure you know how to ride a horse and,
Okay.
I guess, you gotta know how to halter break a cow.
Halter break a cow. Okay.
Be at least stepped on or kicked by a horse.
Okay.
And or cow.
Mm.
I guess you gotta make sure you can pull off a speedo.
Okay.
There's the hot and sexy part.
That's the hot and sexy part.
Yeah.
Wearing a Speedo and doing all that. Thank you for watching. We're gonna end it there. I'm going to do better about, you take your pinky out? I'm going to do better about posting videos because I was on a good roll and then I got busy. So, say thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Say bye, everyone. Say bye, Chauncey. Say bye. Say bye. All your fans. They're all here for you. Yeah? Say bye. Alright, bye guys.